Hey guys, welcome back to Fashionista. Today I'm going to do a Jessie J tutorial. This was from the BAFTAs a few weeks ago where she wore that beautiful lace red dress. And the makeup was really full on with regards to the eyes but really toned down on the mouth, which is quite rare for Jessie J. She always goes for a red lip in my opinion, or a bright lip, or both, like a lip and an eye at the same time. And the first thing I'm going to use from Fashionista is the Flawless Primer. And it's a really velvet, beautiful, soft formula that just evens out sort of general skin tone. I'm just using a little foundation brush like this to apply it, and I always use a primer just around the T-zone. I don't really go anywhere else, it's kind of pointless. Ready to wear, luminous foundation in number 2. Using the same brush that I applied my primer with, I'm just basically going right over the top of where all that primer was. Just be careful to make sure you don't take any makeup off that you've already applied, in my case my brows. And you can definitely feel the difference when you've got a primer on first. You can kind of feel like better coverage almost. I know that sounds really odd, but you can kind of feel the difference. It sort of blends itself in, it's really nice. I actually much prefer it over the primer than I do by itself. So this is the first thing I'm going to use. This is one of our gel liners, but I'm going to use it as a shadow. I'm just going to use an angled brush like so, and I'm just using the back of my hand as a palette. This is like the sort of taupey brown one. I'm just going to use this all over the eye, up here into the crease a little bit. And then I'm just going to follow it underneath. So then I'm going to work with a different colour liner. This is Shortlist. This is our just before black, it's our grey. I'm using the same brush. I'm just going to use that. I always work from my hand just so you can see. I'm just going to push that under there. So then I'm going to work with a palette that I've made up, which is this one, and it's got a nice collection of colours in there. There's Blackout, Butterscotch, Bella and Brunette Bombshell. I'm going to work with Brunette Bombshell first, which is this brown right by my pinky finger here, and I'm just going to use a big blendy brush just over the top of that cream gel liner that I applied before, just to create a bit of depth. And I'm just going to pull it out a little bit as I go along. And then with the same, with a slightly smaller brush, this size, I'm going to take Blackout, which is the matte black. I'm just going to force that in that crease, just there, to create a bit more depth. And then we're not bringing it down to the corner of the eye because an eyeliner is going to go there. I'm just sort of literally tracing in that shadow and then pulling it out to a bit of a wing. And then I will go down to the bottom as well. And the next thing I'm going to do before I work with any more eyeshadows is apply a little bit of Erin, which is our jet black Kohl, which is really great for this because loads of product comes off when you apply it. So I am going to apply a little bit of Bella, which is that one, to that part that I just cleaned up. I'll use the same brush because it won't have anything on it, and I'm just going to skim that all along the upper lash line, just to open up and brighten the eye. Okay, so I'm going to start applying my eyeliner. I've got my gel liner here. So I'm going to do the wing first. It's quite a bold shape. I'm just going to come back on myself a little bit. So my wing is on, and then I'm going to tweak forward toward the tear duct. You can either do that coming back on yourself, whatever you find easiest. Or you can do it coming this way. I'm going to just drag this brush down a little bit into a point there. I'm going to add a little bit of one other colour, which is bronze, that one. I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush like so, and I'm just going to skim that along that very top line. Start with one eye, do one coat per eye, but how I like to do it is sort of skip from eye to eye. So I'll do this eye, one coat, and then I'll go back to this eye and let it sit for a second before going back to the eye I started on, and vice versa. Because that way you get a little bit of a coat, you give it time to dry, and it makes them go bigger, easier. So with the brush that I did my eyeliner with, I'm going to go back to my little hand palette and take a little bit of product. I'm just going to get a couple of fake eyelashes with my liner in here. Go down from the lash, not up, because it'll go thicker at the bottom and you want it to come down to a point. I believe this has probably been done with false lashes, but you can draw them on as well. For my blush, I'm going to use Butterscotch. I'm going to use it more as like a contour. So I'm going to use a little brush like this, and I'm just going to use this to apply a little bit of Bella just there on the cheekbone as a highlight. I'm going to use Cinnamon first, which is this gorgeous colour here. Because she's got almost, it's a bit of a Kevin Aquan kind of 80s lip, I think. So I'm just using that. So I've just blotted Cinnamon just to make it a bit nuder, or a little bit less dense. Then I'm going to go over the top with Nude. The colour is Buff. Our lipsticks are so nice. I absolutely love this one, and I love this combination. Please let me know what you think of this. I'm obsessed with Jessie J's makeup. I always look for it when she's out on the red carpet. I think she always looks fab. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time, and please share the comments and spread the fashionista love. Take care, bye.